Security forces have cordoned off the areas as operations continue in Kahawad and adjoining areas of Rajouri district in the Jammu. Now this has come as an encounter broke out late last night after the movement of the terrorists was spotted in the area. Meanwhile, the Indian Army's Chinar Corps has said in a post on X that 3 militants have been neutralized by security forces in 2 separate encounters in Jammu and Kashmir's Kupwara district. Chinar Corps has said that an Himachal joint operation has been launched by the Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir police based on the intelligence inputs that are on a likely infiltration bid. It's also added that suspicious movement was observed in the bad weather and was engaged with effective firing by own troops. 2 terrorists are likely to have been also neutralized. Meanwhile, my colleague Ajay Jandial has filed a ground report on the current situation. Let us now cut across.
Men hunt over here in the Jammu and Kashmir to neutralize all the terrorists present over here, and you could see that these are the thick forest area where terrorists are hiding. And if you see that in last 12 hours, 3 back-to-back encounters were started in different locations of Kupwara and the Rajouri district. You could see that how these brave soldiers of the Jammu and Kashmir police and the Indian Army, they are taking position in the forest area to ensure that every terrorist hiding in the forest area, they has to be neutralized as soon as possible. According to information last late night, forces got some specific input about the presence of some terrorists in the Khwas forest area of Rajouri. After that, they have launched massive terror hunt over here, and ambush was laid down at around 2 late midnight. Some movement of these terrorists were spotted. Immediately they took position, and then they launched they took position, and the area was cordoned off and operation was started. An encounter broke out between terrorists and the security forces to ensure that all the terrorists has to be neutralized as soon as possible. And these brave soldiers, they continuously on this area, and they are continuously doing searches over here to ensure that if terrorists are hiding in this area, they has to be neutralized, they has to be killed as soon as possible, because we have seen that in last few months number of terror attacks and incident has taken place that is very high, and that's why this is the high time for the forces to ensure that election will not be disrupted by the Pakistan and these touts of Pakistan. So additional forces have been deployed in the forest area. Those who are having specially trained troops of the Indian Army, Jammu Kashmir Police and the CRPF, they are continuously doing hunting of the terrorists. And if you see that in Doda, 1 terrorist was gunned down few days back. 3 terrorists have been gunned down there in the Kupwaras, Machel and the Tangdhar sector, who were trying to infiltrate to this side, because there are input that about 100 to 200 terrorists, 150 to 200 terrorists have been gunned down in the recent past. 100 to 150 terrorists are waiting across the line of control to infiltrate to this side. So forces, they were already on the alert, and 1 terrorists have been killed there in the Tangdhar area, who was trying to infiltrate. So forces, they are continuously on the alert, and they are continuously ensuring that every plan of terrorists has to be foiled, every plan of Pakistan has to be foiled. And back-to-back 3 encounters are going on over here in the Jammu and Kashmir, where forces, they are on the job to neutralize all and foil all the nefarious plan of Pakistan. Newsx. Encounter broke out between terrorists and the Jammu and Kashmir Police and Indian Army over here in the Khwas area of Rajouri, and you could see that how Jammu and Kashmir Police personnel, they are continuously taking position and ensuring that every plan of Pakistan to disturb Jammu and Kashmir, that has to be foiled. Jammu and Kashmir Police personnel, they stand tough whole night when terrorists were spotted over here in this forest area of Khwas. According to information, for last 2 days, Jammu and Kashmir Police were behind these terrorists, and there was specific input that 2 to 3 terrorists were seen roaming in this area. So that's why ambush was laid down over here, and during late night at around 2, these terrorists, they were spotted in this area. Immediately operation was launched and terrorists were challenged and encounter broke out. Now security forces, additional troops, they have rushed to the spot. Indian Army and Jammu Kashmir Police, they are taking position in this forest area and doing searches and doing operation to ensure that all the terrorists present over here in this area, they has to be neutralized, because we have seen that for last several months there are terror incidents which are taking place in Jammu region only, because there are input that number of terrorists, which number is 70 to 80, they might have infiltrated to this side of the Jammu and Kashmir, and they are hiding in the forest area with the motive to disturb peace over here ahead of the assembly election. But our forces, they are ready enough to foil all the nefarious plan of Pakistan. And this time, in last, if you see that in last 12 hours, 3 back-to-back encounters are going on here in the Jammu and Kashmir. One operation is going on over here in the Khwas area of Rajouri, whereas 2 operations going on there in the Machel sector and the Tangdar sector, where 3 terrorists has been gunned down by the security forces, by the Indian Army troops, to those who are trying to infiltrate to this side. So terror hunting continues over here in the Jammu and Kashmir to ensure that Pakistan's nefarious plan has to be foiled. With Mandi Digra, Jajan Diyal, Newsx, Jammu.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.